Griffin's Game is this Sunday at 1 p.m. as the Owls play host to Stetson University. Coach, Griffin's Game is one of our favorite traditions here at Kennesaw State. Starting out, what is it exactly?
Griffin's Game came about when our son, Griffin, who's now 6.5, was diagnosed with leukemia in 2015, and we came along the idea that, after so many people reached out to us, and we had so many people help us in many different ways, that we wanted to then give back and pass that along to another family. Mm-hmm. And so each year we've found family in the community that we could help and that we could raise money for and send them a lot of love and hope and have our team interact with them. And people are part of your community. You want to try to raise them up when they're going through a difficult time. And this is a really, really hard time for families, some of the hardest times of their life when they're going through this. And so, this came about and we wanted a way to give back to people. And in our 5th year, we've had a lot of success raising money, and unfortunately, it's pretty easy to find families because there's a lot of these kids out there, which is really sad. But as we're looking for a cure and trying to support these families, we want to help raise money and help them get them through this.
Who's the family this year?
The little boy's name is Daniel, and his family lives over in the Douglasville area, and this is actually his 2nd time going through leukemia. So he was diagnosed, went through his course of treatment, which is about a 3-year course for the most part for boys, and then he relapsed, and now he's going through it again for the 2nd time. So for about half of his life, he's been in treatment, which is a pretty brutal thing. But we met him at his birthday party a couple weeks ago. He's just a wonderful little guy and full of life, full of energy, and so we want to help support his family and give him some love and try to raise some money for him.
Bree, why is Griffin's Game important?
Griffin's Game is such a cool opportunity for us to use our platform with KSU Volleyball and the KSU Athletic Department and Owl Nation to raise awareness for childhood cancer. And most importantly, it's about giving, and it's about supporting a family that really needs it. And so obviously it's a personal story for us, but it's been so cool for us to be able to use our experience to give back to another family, and just be able to have it here at Kennesaw State is even better.
How have you seen this game grow from where you were 5 years ago to now coming up here in 2019?
For Bree and I personally, it's become a little less emotional as we've gone, which is nice because we were able to get through Griffin's treatment, and now every year we're farther and farther out from that. And so that's been nice because at first it was very much we were still in our own fight. And so as we're trying to help other people, we're still going through our own battle, and now we can really just focus on the families that we're bringing and that we're trying to help, and so it's been really good that we can kind of course it's always going to be in the back of our minds that something could happen to Griffin or that relapse could happen, but now that we're getting farther and farther away from it, it's great that we can bring in Daniel and his family, and every year, last year it was Ruby, and she was just this beautiful little girl, and we were able to really focus on them and give them as much as we could for this game.
What has this game meant to Griffin?
Griffin loves competition. He loves being around people. He loves to have fun, and so every time he's here, he always has fun. He never leaves here being like, he just has a blast. And so it's been a really cool thing to watch him grow up in this kind of environment, to see the power of a team and to see how much fun it is when you have this family of people that all love the same thing and support you through it. And so we always talk to him about that, about family, and our family's so much bigger than just us four. I mean, it's our community here. It's all the people that love us and have cared for us. So I think for Griffin, he's starting to kind of see the impact that we can have and how we can just have fun, be around people that we love, and be around volleyball. To him, he's just a little kid. He loves it.
How does this impact your team each year?
Volleyball is volleyball. This is life. And this is, at the end of the day, we all want to win games. We all want to be as good as we can on the court and in the classroom. This is just so far and above beyond that. This is, to me, this is what it's all about, stuff like this. I mean, this warms your heart. This really puts things in perspective pretty quickly when you see a little kid going through stuff like this, and this family who's really, this is a tough time for families. And so, this really transcends any sport, and this is cool for us to be a part of this and help these guys and to show our team, you know, yes, we want to be great, but this is what it's all about, the stuff like this.
I think it's been really neat to have these families here in our gym and to be able to see these kids, like, you know, we know what they're going through, and to see all these people like cheering them on, I think all the kids that we've been able to bring to the floor have actually liked it. Like, they've thought it was really cool to see all these people around them cheering them on, and it's volleyball, and our games are super fun. So like, from a mom's perspective, it's been neat to see Griffin involved in that, because he makes it fun for the other kids that are here, and like, they can see how much he loves being here, and then they're all together and they're just running around, and it's so, yeah, from a mom's perspective, I just love seeing the kids smiling and laughing about it, and the kid that we are honoring to not feel like everybody's eyes are on them judging them. If anything, everybody is cheering them on, and they have such a like fun atmosphere in here to be able to honor that kid.
Awesome shirts this year. I love the design. If I'm watching this at home, how can I get one of these shirts? How can I help support this cause?
So if you get onto KSUOwls.com, get through the volleyball link, there's a Griffins Game tab at the top of the volleyball page.
Okay.
And you can go on, you can read Daniel's story, you can read our story in Griffin and how it came about. There's a link in there to donate, and there's a link in there to buy shirts. And so the more we can raise for this family, obviously the better, because it's again, it's a tough time for these guys, and if we can shower them with not only money, right, but hope and support, and that they feel like, you know, KSU is wrapping their arms around them, it's going to be a lot easier for them to get through this for the second time.
Coach, we're so excited about Griffin's game. Thank you for the time.
Thanks.
And we'll leave you with a very special message.
Hi, I'm Griffin. We'll see you on Sunday.